Okay guys, this is lesson 2.5 where we're going to estimate with two-digit divisors. So we have division problems like this. We're going to round the divisors of the divisor until you find the two closest to the dividend. Third step is we're going to then round the dividend to the nearest divisor multiple, and then we're going to solve. So step number 1, round the divisor to the nearest 10. So here's our problem, 4,858 divided by 73. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to round the divisor. So we're going to create a new division problem. And we're going to round that divisor, which is 73, which means we're going to round down to the nearest 10, which is 70. Okay, step number 1 is done. That's it. Step number 2, we're going to list multiples of this new divisor until you find the two closest to the dividend. So here's our dividend, and we're going to start listing multiples of our divisor until we get really close. So remember what we talked about in class, if we started listing multiples of 70, it's going to take us forever to get to 4,858. So we're going to add another 0. When you can see that it's going to take you a really long time to get to the dividend, just add another 0. So now we're going to do multiples of 700. 7, 14, 21, 28, and these are all thousands. 35, and I'm looking at this number, it's at 48, so not yet. 42, 49. Okay. So we listed a whole bunch of multiples, and now if we look at our dividend, the two closest are 4,200 and 4,900. So our dividend fits right in between here. So we are going to round it to the closest one of these. So 4,858 is closest to 4,900. So we're going to change our dividend to 4,900. So the reason we do that is now it's really a lot easier estimation. When we estimate, we want it to be really easy. We don't want a difficult problem. We want it to be simple. So now we have an easy problem that we can work with. Okay. Next step. We rounded that. Sorry, that was step number 3. We rounded the dividend to the nearest divisor multiple. So those two steps are really close together. But we rounded the dividend 4,850 to the nearest divisor multiple, which is 4,900. Okay, the last step is solve. So to solve this, our answer is going to be 70 into 4,900. Well, we can just count these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It goes in 7 times. Plus, we added a 0 here, so we need to add a 0 here. So it really goes in there 70 times. And if you ever are not sure if you should add that 0 or not, just check your work. 70 times 70, 7 times 7 is 49. And then you just add the zeros, and it's 4,900. Here is your extra credit problem, 9,144 divided by 27.